Hi guys, I'm Arib. If you're new here and you're interested in everything regarding fashion, lifestyle, fragrance, grooming, and self-improvement, make sure you hit the bell icon, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any videos. So if we get straight into it, I want to thank everyone who's subscribed already and sent through Q&A questions for today's video. My DMs were inundated with your messages and your kind words on me starting this channel, so thank you. So if we get straight into it, where are you from and what's your ethnicity? So I'm from London. I'm born and bred in London. That has its perks, but it also has its disadvantages. So I'd say I'm someone who can only live in a big metropolitan city, which is great, but it means I can't live in a very small town, which has made Cambridge a bit difficult. And then regarding my ethnicity, so a lot of people think I'm either Pakistani, Middle Eastern, Turkish. One person even said that I look, what was it? Spanish. I am actually from India, near Mumbai or Bombay. So I'm Indian, but I've been born and raised in London in the UK. What did you study at university? So if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I am still at university. But my undergraduate I did in London at Imperial College. And at Imperial College, I studied chemistry for my bachelor's, master's. And then I moved to Cambridge to do my PhD, which is also in chemistry. So I'm scientifically trained, hence I wanted to start this channel to show you all that you can pursue an academic path or scientific path, but also be interested in everything regarding fashion and skincare, fragrance, etc. What's your favorite thing to buy? So I would say my favorite thing to buy would be shoes and perfume. If you know me, you probably know that I have a huge shoe collection. I probably have over 40 pairs of shoes, and it's continually growing. I just can't get enough of shoes. There's actually a quote which says that you can assess the class and wealth of a man just by looking at his pair of shoes. Not that I'm advocating that you should be judging someone based on their appearance, but shoes are always something that I go out of my way to buy or to purchase. Regarding fragrances, again, if you know me, you will know that I have a very, very sensitive nose. So my olfactory senses are insane. And the same way you can depict a persona or showcase your persona through fashion, fragrances to me are also another way of showing who you are, but also they allow you to express your emotions through the sense of smell. I personally buy fragrances that remind me of a particular memory or an emotion that I have experienced. But also I would say it's a way to express or create new emotions with people around you or friends and family. What has been the most challenging part of balancing academic life with outside interest and social media? So at the beginning, I was mainly pursuing an academic path, but over time, over the course of my undergraduate studies, I ventured more into the social media world. So I actually only started Instagram when I was in my second or third year of university. At the beginning, it was very challenging to do both because I wasn't used to this whole world of social media. But over time, I would say I've become more efficient at managing my time, and I see it as a way to detach from academia and my academic ventures. Personally, I would say social media allows you to express your creativity through fashion or through lifestyle, travel, and it allows you to express creativity in a different way to what you would expect to do in a scientific manner. So both have their similarities in nature. So they're not the complete opposite sides of the spectrum. But I would say that they both require different ways of thinking. And doing both has allowed me to become efficient at science, but also in social media. And also, if you know me, you will know that I am someone who can't do one thing. I need to be doing multiple things. I need the pressure on me in order to succeed in something. If I'm just doing one thing, then I personally think I wouldn't be as successful. compared to if I was doing multiple things. So I'm someone who actively gets involved in societies, social media, and now apparently YouTube. How did you get into fashion? So I would say I've always had an interest in fashion, but I properly got involved in fashion. It was in my third year of university, where I was basically messaging various photographers and various stylists on Facebook in various fashion groups. And in this process, I was basically putting myself out there as a freelance model, which means that you basically do photo shoots for free, and it allows you to build your portfolio, but it also allows the photographer and stylist to also build their portfolios. So that's how I started. So by contacting various photographers and stylists in London, I eventually got positions where I was able to partake in a photo shoot. Sometimes I had to miss lectures and seminars. Not that I'm saying that you should be missing lectures, missing seminars to do this, but it's something that I wanted to do and wanted to pursue. So I had to find a way of doing this. That said, I'm not someone who failed my degree. I did make sure that I made up for the time that I lost. And then from there, it's progressed to what it is today, but also me being able to partake in a national campaign for Save the Children. What's your skincare routine? So I would say my skincare routine is personal to me. It's both minimalistic but also fairly comprehensive. So it's minimalistic in the sense that I don't use that many products on my skin because I think applying too many chemicals to your face is not the best thing to do, especially when you're young and your skin is still developing into its own form. And it's fairly complex or comprehensive in the sense that the way I apply my skincare routine is it's in a particular order. And I think with skincare, it's vital or essential that you're applying the products in the correct order. Otherwise, they're either doing nothing, so you're wasting your money, or it can be detrimental to your skin and it can cause breakouts or various other problems that you don't want to encounter. The next question is, how do you get your eyebrows and beard so perfect? So this is a question that I get asked a lot. The answer to that question is basically I spend a lot of time, a fair amount of time in front of the mirror on a weekly basis. I do everything myself. I don't get it done professionally. I don't go to the barbers to get my beard and my eyebrows done. Everything is done by myself because literally I think if either of those things get messed up, it can drastically change the appearance of your face. If you guys want me to do a full video on my skincare and grooming routine, make sure you comment below and I'll do that in the future. Have you had any work done? So I have not had any work done. If by work done you mean cosmetic surgery. All of this is 100% natural and authentic. The only work I have had done is some of my high school history essays. What's your favorite designer brand? I like a lot of designer brands, but I would say my ultimate favorite brand has to be Louis Vuitton. And as you can see, it's right here. And I would say Louis Vuitton has been my favorite brand ever more so since Virgil Abloh became the creative director of the brand. And I think he's done an amazing job with creating a more street-wise aesthetic to a luxury brand. The fashion, the fragrances, even the fashion jewelry is some of the best out there. What's your favorite cuisine? So if you know me, you know I'm a huge foodie and I love all kinds of food. So it's quite a difficult question to answer. But if I had to pick, it would probably be something within the Asian family of food. So Indo-Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, and Thai would probably be my favorite. But at the same time, I love Italian food. Did you always want to be a scientist? I actually started off wanting to be a pilot, which traditionally would mean that I would have to do an aeronautical engineering degree. But I became more interested in the human body and the chemical and the biological sciences. So I ended up doing a chemistry degree, which again has a story within itself. So if you want me to do a video on how I got into university, comment below, because it wasn't the traditional route that one may expect to do after doing their A-levels. So yeah, so I went in to do a chemistry degree and now I'm here doing a PhD in chemistry. So as you can see, I have a huge interest in the sciences. What's your favorite country? This is a very, very difficult question. If I were to answer it purely on the basis of how frequently I go to a particular country, it would probably be Dubai, because I go there almost every other year. But if I had to choose somewhere, let's say in Europe, it would probably be Italy, because I would say the people are amazing, the food is amazing, the weather is amazing, and just the scenery and the aesthetic is stunning. So that would probably be my favourite place out of all the places that I visited, which is a fair amount. What is your favourite place to shop? So I would say my favourite place to shop in London would be either Harrods or Selfridges. If I do go shopping, those are two of the places I always go to, because I would say that they're the epitome of fashion, or they're the epitome of the UK. So those are the two flagship stores in the UK, and they're basically like fashion heaven. And they have everything. They even have exclusive products that you can't find anywhere else in other boutique stores of particular brands. So those two places would be my two favorite places to shop for clothes, fragrances, shoes, etc. What's your favorite restaurant in London? So I would say my favorite restaurant in London will probably be Park Chinois, which is in Mayfair. What's great about it is that the food is incredible, but also they have live entertainment on a weekly basis. So that can entail either a jazz band, salsa group, dancing. It's a bit on the pricey side, so I'd be cautious. But if you do go, their most iconic dish is the Peking duck, which I think they sell for around £98. So it's a bit on the pricey side, but it's worth getting if you're going to Park Chinois. Somewhere you'd really like to travel to in the near future. So somewhere that's on my mind is South America, and it's somewhere that I wanted to travel to after I completed my PhD for around 4 months. I ideally wanted to do the whole of the west coast of North America and then the majority of South America after my PhD. And now that COVID-19 has hit, I'm not sure what's happening with travel arrangements, but once I submit, that's the plan. I've seen and heard it's an incredible place with insane sceneries and food. Then the next question is quite a difficult one, but it's a good question. So someone asked me, where do I see myself in 5 years' time? The way I'd go about this is I am someone who lives in the present. I don't like thinking too much about the future. I am currently doing what I can right now. So I'm currently writing out my thesis or my dissertation, hopefully to submit by the end of this year. Long term, I'm not sure what I want to go into, but it could encompass either something in the scientific industry, so pursuing a more scientific path, or it could encompass social media, or even now doing YouTube. So if this kicks off, this could be something that I'm doing permanently or full time. If you want that to happen, then make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.